Hello friends, today in this video I am going to discuss about the Eulerian graphs and Hamiltonian cycles. So first I am going to give you the brief basic definitions related to Eulerian graphs. So first, Euler path. In a multigraph, a Euler path is defined as a graph in which each edge crossed exactly one time and each vertex intersects exactly once. Here I will give you a simple example. This is you can call it as a Eulerian path or Euler path. Why? Because here if you see, these two are the edges and these three are the vertices, and here just we are crossing each edge only once, and each edge intersects the vertex exactly one time. So this is a simple example of Euler path. So simply you can write as V1 to V2 to V3. This represents an Euler path. Next I will give you the definition of traversable graph. Traversable graph is also nothing but as called as Euler path, or a multigraph which can be drawn without lifting the pen and crossing edge exactly once. Here I will give you another example. Without lifting the pen, we have to draw the graph. This is another simple example for traversable graph. If you see here, we have four vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, and I have drawn this graph without lifting pen. So, and crossing an edge exactly one time. This is an example of traversable graph. Next I am going to tell you the definition of Euler circuit. Euler circuit is nothing but what? A circuit, it is a Euler path for which the endpoints are identical. Okay, so here if you see, for the same graph, if you write the path V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4 and V4 to V1. For the above graph, if you write the path, this will be the path V1 to V2, V2 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V1. If you observe here clearly, it is an Euler path for which the end vertices are identical. So therefore, you can call this graph as a Euler circuit. Next, I am going to give you the definition of Eulerian multigraph. A multigraph is said to be a Eulerian multigraph if it is having an Euler circuit. So here I will give you the example. If you observe here clearly, I am drawing this graph without lifting the pen and crossing an edge exactly once. So again, if you write V1, V2, V3, V4, this is a multigraph. Why we are calling this as a multigraph? You have parallel edges between V2 and V3 vertices. And here I have drawn this graph without lifting the pen and crossing each edge exactly once, and intersects each vertex exactly once. This is an example of Euler circuit. Now I have taken some examples on Eulerian graphs, and here first we consider one undirected graph having 5 vertices, and from the graph we write the degree of each vertex. Degree of V1 is 1, 2, 3 edges are there, and degree of V2 is again 1, 2, 3 edges. Degree of V3 is, we have only 2 edges, therefore 2, and degree of V4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 edges, and degree of vertex V5 is 2. And if you observe in this graph, if you draw a path from the vertex V1 to V2, V3, V1 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V5 to V2, V2 to V1, V1 to V3, V3 to V4, V4 to V5, V5 to V2, V2 to V4. Again we have to cover this edge V4, and V4 to V1 and V1 to V2. Now if you write, this is the path, in this path we are crossing each edge exactly once, and each we have not, what is that called as, we have crossed the vertex V2 2 times. So therefore just it represents a Euler path, or it is not a Eulerian graph, but it is having Euler path. Okay. So this is an example of an undirected graph. Here you have a Corollary. Undirected multi-graph is said to be Eulerian circuit if and only if it is connected and all vertices are of even degree. But if you look at here, this graph is not a Eulerian circuit. Why it is not a Eulerian circuit? Because the all vertices are of even degree. But if you observe here, the degree of vertex V1 is 3 and degree of vertex V2 is also 3. So we have two vertices of odd degree. So therefore this graph is not a Eulerian circuit. But here Euler path. And one more point, here if you observe clearly, the initial vertex and the terminal vertex are not same. And also here we are crossing V2 vertex 2 times. Now just now we have discussed about an example of undirected graph. Now I am considering a directed graph. And if you see here, we have totally A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So these are the vertices, and now I am going to write the in degree and out degree of each vertex. If you observe from the graph, in degree of vertex A is 1 and out degree is also 1. For B also you will have 1, 1, C 1, 1, D 1, 1, E also 1, F vertex 1. For vertex G, if you observe here clearly, in degree of vertex towards G we have from A and also from B. Therefore in degree of vertex is 2 and out degree is also what? From G to C. Out to outside vertex G you have an edge from G to C and also from G to E. So therefore the out degree of a vertex is 2. And now if you observe here, we have a formal corollary. What is that? An undirected multigraph is said to be a Eulerian circuit if and only if G is unilaterally connected and in degree and out degree of each vertices must be same. From the table if you observe here, we have in degree and out degree of all the vertices are same. And now we are going to write a path. So what is that path? Euler path. How do you write? A to G, G to E, E to D, just A to G, G to E, E to D, D to F and F to A, if I write like this, here if you observe we are not considering this part of the undirected graph. So now I am going to change the path of the graph. So how do you write now? From A to G, G to E, or G to, again if I come like this, again we are not going to consider that part. So therefore A to G, G to C, next C to B, next from B to G, G to E, E to D, D to F, F to A. So now this is the Euler path. Now if you observe here clearly in this what we call in this directed graph, we are crossing each edge exactly once and we are intersecting every vertex at least once. And if you observe here clearly, in this Euler path, the initial vertex and the terminal vertex are same. And using that corollary, an undirected multigraph is said to be a Eulerian graph if and only if it is unilaterally connected and in degree and out degree must be same. So unilaterally connected means from one vertex to another vertex there must be reachability. So from this graph we have that reachability. So therefore we can say that it is an unilaterally connected graph and also in degree is equal to out degree. And if we observe by the definition, for the Euler path we have initial vertex and the terminal vertex are same. So therefore this graph is having Eulerian circuit as Euler path. Now I am considering another example. This is an example of a directed graph, and if you observe here, this is where you are not having Euler path and as well as not a Euler circuit. Why? Because here the vertex D is not reachable from the vertex B. So that means what? From one vertex to other vertex we are not able to reach. There does not exist path. So therefore this graph is not a unilaterally connected graph. So when it is not a unilaterally connected graph, there must not exist a Euler path. If Euler path does not exist, then we cannot say that it is a Euler circuit. So just now I have covered the three different examples consisting of, the first one is undirected graph having Euler path and no Euler circuit. And here we have taken another example. In this example we have considered a directed graph in which we are having both Euler path and as well as Euler circuit. And here I have taken another example for which we are not having Euler path and not having Euler circuit. Now I am telling you about the Hamiltonian graphs. So first I am going to give you the basic definitions related to Hamiltonian graphs. First one is Hamiltonian cycle. Already we know the definition of a cycle. A graph is said to be a cycle if its initial vertex and terminal vertex must be same. Then we call that as a cycle. Now a graph is said to be a Hamiltonian cycle if there exists a cycle consisting of every vertex of the graph. Every vertex of graph. Then we call that as a Hamiltonian cycle. Next, Hamiltonian graph. A graph which is having Hamiltonian cycle, we call that as a Hamiltonian graph. Next, Hamiltonian path. It is a path. It is a simple path where all the vertices of the graph must be included in the path and the endpoints may be distinct. They may be identical or they may be distinct. Now here I am considering one simple example. Here I have considered one undirected graph and it is a bipartite graph consisting of 8 vertices V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6, V7, V8. And here we have a point that a complete bipartite graph KMN is said to be a Hamiltonian graph if M is equal to N and N must be greater than 1. Here the Hamiltonian path we can write from this graph as simply V12, V2, V22, V3, V32, V4, V42, V5, V52, V6, V62, V7, V72, V8, V8 to V1. Okay. So here if you observe clearly, we have considered what is that all the vertices of the graph, and if you observe here the end point and the terminal points, terminal vertices are identical. Initial vertex and the terminal vertex are identical. So therefore you can say that this is a graph consisting Hamiltonian path and as well as Hamiltonian cycle. And if you observe here, we have not considered this edge. Here we are not much in a Hamiltonian cycle. Every vertex must be included in the path, not every edge. Therefore, we have not considered the edge V4 to V8, but still we are saying that it is a Hamiltonian graph consisting of Hamiltonian path and as well as Hamiltonian cycle. And next here I have taken another example. Again it is an undirected graph. Here if you see the Hamiltonian path, Hamiltonian path is nothing but what? A simple path in which all the vertices must be included. So if you look at here V1, V2, V1 to V5, V5 to V4, V4 to V2, V2 to V3. This is a Hamiltonian path. From this graph we can write this is the Hamiltonian path, but it is not having Hamiltonian cycle. Why? Because it is not a, we are unable to write a cycle from this graph. If you write any cycle, in that we cannot have all the vertices at one cycle. Therefore, we cannot construct a cycle from this graph. Therefore, it is not a Hamiltonian cycle. In other words, simply you can say the degree of one vertex is 1. So, therefore, you cannot construct a cycle. So, what is this? This is an example of having Hamiltonian path but not having Hamiltonian cycle. And here I have taken another example which is most important. If you see here again, it is a graph consisting of the vectors, vertices A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And if you see here, we can write a Hamiltonian path consisting of every vertex. What is that? A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G. We have A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, E to F, F to G. So, this is a Hamiltonian path. It is a simple path consisting all vertices of the graph. but it is not forming a Hamiltonian cycle. If you observe from this graph, if you write any cycle, then you may not cover all the edges of the graph. Let us see simple example. If you consider this part, what is that? A to B, we have one edge, and if you want to write B to C, okay, and C to E, next E to A. This is your cycle. Cycle means initial vertex and terminal vertex must be same. If you observe here, A, B, C, E vertices only included in the path. We have not covered the vertices D, F, G. Therefore, it is not a Hamiltonian path. Therefore, it is not a Hamiltonian cycle. Like that, if you consider any cycle from this graph, we cannot cover all the vertices of the graph. Therefore, from this graph, we can say that it is having Hamiltonian path, but it is not having Hamiltonian cycle.